The Run DMC video that you did, how did that collaboration first come about?
We were on the road.
And Rick Rubin called us up from, their producer and said, the guys are going to do it, to walk this way, so why don't you drop into the studio. They sent us some plane tickets. Stephen and I went in for about 6 hours, cut the track. We did, I put the guitars and the bass on, Stephen sang it, and they rapped it, and we left, and then we got a phone call. They said, it's going to be on the album, It was all.
The video was the fun, breaking the walls down between black and white and just having a good kick-ass time.
All right, well, let's have a look at that video now. This is Run DMC and Aerosmith, and this is Walk This Way. Run DMC and Aerosmith, as if you didn't know, Walk This Way. Now, of course, what a lot of people don't realise, our younger viewers anyway, is that Walk This Way, of course, was an original track by you from your Toys in the Attic album, which is way back in 1975, I think.
Way back.
Yeah.
Do you have a favourite version? Do you still prefer the original, or do you think the new one's a good go at it?
This was fun. It's like you were saying, a lot of the hardcore fans like to take the piss out of it, but all in all, it was fun to do. Like I said, we broke down the walls. It's great when you watch it back. And if they don't like it, well, the hell with you.
I could see if we went out and incorporated LL Cool J and a bunch of other people to help us on our record, you know what I mean? But, like, just listen to Hard Stun Time on a new record, and that's like, it shows we haven't, we do that well, too,
Right.
Just another piece.
Because, way back in the days before anybody had ever heard of Run DMC, you boys were selling millions and millions of albums all over America and the world, weren't you? In fact, there's a lot of wild stories about you from those days, one of which I wanted to ask you about. Apparently, back in 76 or 77 in America, when you were touring stadiums, you all used to have separate dressing rooms, and you were all picked up by a limousine and driven to the stage. Is that true?
Only in the big shows. One limousine each, of course.
Right. I noticed you didn't get a limousine down from the dressing room down to the set today.
That's okay.
We've come a bit of a way since then. It was like, whoever had the designer drug for the evening, didn't want the other person to know about it, but like I said, that was a long time ago, and this is now.
Right. But there are some terribly funny stories from that. Apparently you used to earn $1 million a month just from your shows, is that right?
God, yeah, I wish.
Oh, really?
I bet it wasn't far from that.
Well, our managers did. I don't know what we made, So,
I consider us like musical lovers, and we had a breakup because of this and that and the other thing. And I think the egos, I always said, I'm going to keep Aerosmith together no matter what. And I got a couple of stand-ins for him. And they worked for about a year, but after that, the magic wasn't there. I'd look over and I'd see Jimmy Crespo, and he looked like Joe, and it just wasn't the real thing. So I got, bummed out and finally...
So who called who? Did you call Joe and say?
I don't know why that's so important. Everybody asks that. Who called who? You know what I mean? Who was the one?
I found out he was doing Alice
Actually, my manager
Cooper.
called his manager. And it was,
really? He was going to do something with Alice Cooper, and I said, what? How could someone from
I was going, what am I doing? What am I going to play with Alice? Alice is great, but I'm going to my band is happening, you know what I mean? So, we called, we talked, we got together in New York City, and, from there on it was,
Lovers at first bite.
All right.